Okay, good to get back out on the field with the guys. Good meetings this morning, and got a big game coming up. Conference game. Glad to be back home again and get back on track this week.
After the loss, what did you on Sunday? You said you kind of talked to you guys about the big picture of the season. Just kind of go over what you said.
Yeah, I just want to make sure they knew where standings were and what everything meant. You know, because sometimes kids don't understand that, and there's still a lot at stake. But that's way down the road. You know, just went back today, and today's focus is all on today. We got practicing really well today and preparing for Arizona State.
What did Matt show you in that last game?
Well, I thought Matt played great. Oregon had given up 10 touchdown passes the entire season combined. Matt threw for 5. Came close to breaking all kinds of records again for a 7-day span. He thrown for 900 yards or something like that. So over that. So like I've said before, I do feel bad because we're not winning the games. The storyline, and that's rightfully so, the storyline is not about Matt and Marquise. It's about what we're doing wrong. And if we were winning these games, the storyline would be about Matt's play and how he's even playing better than a year ago. Maybe people would think it was hard to do to duplicate maybe the best, to play better than what arguably was the best season in the history of the conference by a quarterback, and to play even better. And then Marquise just setting the world on fire by putting up numbers that have never been seen before ever, and as a true sophomore. So we understand why those aren't the stories, because we need to play better and finish off games, and we will. And then hopefully those will be the stories.
What kind of athlete is Matt?
Athlete?
Athlete.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Marquise. They're very different.
Yeah, I knew that part.
Matt's a really good quarterback. I don't know that I would say he's a phenomenal athlete. He'd like to think he is on the touchdown pass to Robert, where he got out of the way of some people. But then we showed him the other team's quarterback what a real athlete looks like. So I think he's okay with that. He's a pocket quarterback and a great one.
Do you feel equally as bad with the records that you gave up defensively?
Sure. Yeah, I feel worse. You can't do that. You can't do that in major college football. It's never seen numbers like that here before, and obviously it's not acceptable. And we're fortunate to even be close in the game with what we've given up the last 2 weeks.
With the rate at which Oregon was scoring, did you ever consider going to the onside kicker?
Yeah, we did talk about it, but just really kept having faith that we were going to stop them. We were going to get a stop. We were going to make a play, whether it was us making a play or them screwing up on a play. As opposed to giving them the ball there at midfield.
When you say Matt's playing better, he does have more interceptions. And I know balls can be tipped and whatnot, but how do you account for him having that many interceptions, and how would you evaluate his decision making?
Yeah, I think the one area, obviously, as you look at the numbers and what he's done, everything really for the most part is similar or better than last year outside of the interceptions. And so he did a phenomenal job last year, only having 7 with that many pass attempts. And like you said, some throw to tip passes and some other things that are out of control sometimes. So we have to individually look at all the interceptions to see what's really happening. Can you avoid an interception if there's a pass interference on it, something like that? So you have to look at them all. And he's had some, especially early on, that weren't great decision making. He knows about. We've discussed that before. But I think he's doing better. We did talk extensively yesterday about setting a goal of not throwing one over the next 3 weeks. So we'll see.
When you've gone back and looked at the defensive tape, how much of it, the issue wasn't necessarily scheme versus execution in terms of missed tackles, guys on the blocks?
Yeah, I think if we were to single either one of those out and say it was scheme or execution, I think we'd be wrong. If you give up those numbers, it has to be everything. You can't give up that amount of points and that amount of yards without it being everything overall. And so it really was a combination of every aspect of defense you can think of, for it to get to the level that it was at.